Hey guys, Angel here with the Bullish Bears team, and I am making the watch list video making the watch list for tomorrow, January the 8th. So I have the S&P futures pulled up, and you can see that it is really trying to hold this 9 EMA. So even though it had this day where it tanked, it still closed the day above the 9 EMA, and then it opened below the 9 EMA and then closed above the 9 EMA, and then again trying to hold this 9 EMA. So this 9 EMA is going to be a really strong support level to pay attention to. If it breaks the 9 EMA and it stays below the 9 EMA, then watch out for this 20, and then if it breaks below that, it's got this angular support here because it's been in this up channel for a really long time. So it's got some different levels of support it's going to have to break if it wants to fall. However, we know that it can do that quite easily, but the 9 EMA, again, really strong support level to pay attention to. All right, so let's get started and see if we can find any place for the day trade watch list tomorrow. We're going to take a look at ESTE. I don't like that it's kind of this shooting star candle. However, it is easy to borrow, so that makes me potentially want to put it on for a bearish play down to this 9 EMA. I'm going to go look at the hourly and see if... So it's just sort of riding this 9 on the hourly. So it's bullish on the hourly. I don't love that candle on the daily, so I'm going to skip that. We have INSG. It made all-time highs and then has this high wave candle, which is super indecisive. Can't short that, so I'm not putting that on the watch list. We have JCP, and this is just so ugly. Look at these candles. Oof, nope, not putting that on. That looks like institutional trading with the perfect ranges that it trades in before it pops, so I'm not putting that on. CIG. Okay, so this one I do kind of like. It's broke out of this cup and handle pattern, and it stayed above 350. So we'd want to watch out for about 375 and then $4. So I want to see if price continues up with that breakout. Cup and handle breakout on daily. Watch for possible. I'm going to change this because I can already tell I'm going to run out of room. There we go. Watch for possible continuation with resistance around 375 and $4. So that is CIG. I'm going to take a look at BOXL. It is a shooting star candle trapped between moving averages, so I am not going to put that one on. So then we'll take a look at CVET. Why do I feel like this was on the watch list? Might be wrong though. But you know what? I'm going to go look real quick. Because I don't want to put a stock that was already on the watch list. No, CRNT. Let me just make sure it wasn't on the swing trade. Nope. Okay, so this is reversing. It hammered off moving averages, reversed today. It's got resistance around 1510. So I like that. Reversing on daily. Watch for possible continuation. Nope. Continuation with resistance around 15. Oh, I forgot. say 15.20. I can always go back in and change it. Oh, 15.10. Close enough. I'll go back in and change that later. APEX, and nope. Ooh, that got pumped and dumped. So I'm not putting that on. CUE. All right, so this had a tweezer bottom-ish pattern. However, it rejected off all moving averages, so I'm not putting that on. I'd want to see it get above the moving averages. ACST, high wave candle. I think we were looking at this one today. I'm not putting that on. CERS. So this has had 3 green days in a row. It's a bit overextended. Ooh, it's easy to borrow. Might put this on for a bearish play. You can see it sort of formed a left shoulder head. Could potentially want to form a right shoulder, or that just turns into an FU pattern and then it tanks. But let me see the hourly. So it ended the day with a shooting star candle on the hourly. Could want to come back down to that 465. If it breaks that, then it's got 453 on the hourly. So I don't know. I'm going to skip that for now because I just don't know if it's technically 4-ish, 5-ish green days, and that just makes me nervous, but could potentially still be bullish on the hourly, so I'm skipping it. IDXG, kind of forming this cup pattern. It's gonna have resistance around 64 cents and 71 cents, so it's too close to resistance for me, so I'm not gonna put that on because that doesn't give you guys much room to work with. Then we've got DS. Okay, so what I like about this is it's sort of this double bottom pattern and it closed above and broke through all moving averages. It is easy to borrow because the only thing that worries me is that it does that and then has a red day tomorrow with profit taking because it did have 3 green days in a row. You can see it's showing signs of bearishness at the end of the day on the 5-minute. If I look at the hourly, it had a tweezer top on the hourly. So I'm not going to put that on. That's way too close to going either direction. And I don't want to give you guys the wrong direction. So we've got AMPE, nope. EXEL. It's got room up to that 200, is reversing. I'm just going to go look at the hourly real quick. Has this V bottom on the hourly, but it is overextended. And it is also easy to borrow. You know, I'm gonna skip it. I would have put it on yesterday for a play today, but today it makes me nervous, so I don't want to do that. ARST. Let me see, 117, so it's 2 cents below the 9. Could potentially be trying to hammer out this base and then push up, but it's going to have around 130, which is about 15 cents, not anything to shake your head at, and potentially double bottom. So I think I'm going to put this on. Double bottom, hammering out a base. If it can break the 9, it's got room up to that 130 and then 150. Oh, base on daily. Price can break 9 EMA. Watch for resistance around 130 and 150. Oh, that's not going to work. So you know what? I'm taking away the dollar signs because base on daily pricing break. And ooh. Oh, that's right. I was taking away that. Okay. That barely makes it on one line ASRT. We've got GLYC. So I don't like that it's got these moving averages that it's going to have to blow through. So I'm not going to put that on right now. It's too much overhead resistance. So I'm going to look at EROS. Okay, so I like this. This is a really nice bull flagging off of the 9 EMA. If it can break 410, which was the after hours high last Friday, it's got resistance. Let me see where this is. It's got resistance around 430 and then 550 before it hits that gap. So I really like this one. Bull flag on daily. Watch for resistance around 410, 430, and 550. So that is EROS. Then we've got AKTS. That's just really messy, so I'm going to skip that. Kirk, K-I-R-K. Okay, so volume comes in. This could have room up to this 200 SMA. You'd have to watch out for 150 and around $2. Let me look at, but it's got a nice bull pennant on the 5-minute. However, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Closing with a nice bull flag on the hourly, you can sort of see this double bottom and a shallow cup and handle. So I like the hourly setup. Bull flag on hourly. Watch for resistance around 150, 180, and 200 SMA. KIRK. All right, then we've got GNMK. Okay, so this hammered out this base, popped up. It's reversing on the daily because you can see it was oversold for quite some time. So it's going to run into resistance at that 50 SMA. Let me make sure it's got overhead resistance at 521. So it's sort of cup and handle-ish on the hourly. If it can break above 521, then it's got room up to 542. Price reversing on daily. If price can break 521, watch for 50 SMA resistance on daily. All right, so that is GNMK. Then we've got HEPA, and I do not like that, so I'm going to skip that. It's rejecting off that 200. So CLMT, I don't trust this one right now with all the wicks that pumps and dumps. So I would be worried that, I mean, it could do what it did right here where it went up, then it pumped up and dumped. But that is a dangerous thing to trade, so I'm not going to put that on. CLUB, nope. We've already got 3 stocks on the watch list, so I'm not going to force any other stock on that I don't like the setup of. DNLI, and I can already see jumped way up after hours, so I'm not putting that on. EFOI, too overextended from the moving averages, going to want to come back down, so I'm going to skip that. HYRE, I like to get candlesticks that are closer to the 9 because the closer it is to the 9, the better an entry you guys will get. And we want you guys to have a really good entry because the better the entry you have, the better the trade you will make. So I would have not put this on because I wouldn't have liked that candlestick or that wick yesterday. And again, I don't like the wickiness of it. So let me take a look at BLOZF, shooting star, cannot short this, so I'm not going to put that on. ESTR, now I know we had this on the watch list, I think yesterday. So we had it on the watch list, you could have traded it 2 days. Was it yesterday or was it on Friday? I can't remember, but I know I put it on. Might have been last week because I might have done the trade alerts results on that. So let's take a look at HIMX. Nope, that's way overextended. EMAN, again, too far away from the moving average to be comfortable enough to put it on. BIOC. Okay, so this one, making its move up off of the 9. It's got this little gap to fill. It's got to fill around 50 cents. However, you'll have to watch out for this 200. So if it breaks 50 cents, then you've got room up to 85 cents. Price trying to fill gap. Be aware of 50 SMA and 50 cent. Well, I'll say 50 SMA resistance because that's really close to 50 cents. Pure resistance. If it breaks that, watch for 200 SMA resistance. So this could potentially have some room to go because it's trying to fill that gap. All right, so that's going to be our day trade watch list for tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at the swing trade. EXTN was given to me by a member in the trade room today. What I like about it is that it is a cup handle. It's trying to break out, potentially forming this bull flag here, staying above moving averages. If it gets movement in, it'll just have to break this 856, and then if it does that, then you've got room up to this 200 SMA. So this has some good potential. You can also see cup handle. Don't love the hourly, but this is part of the handle. So I'll put it on just to take a look at, because this could end up going somewhere. Cup and handle on daily. If price can break 856, watch for resistance around 200 SMA. Then we have Etsy, which was another one given to me in the trade room today by a member, which I loved this one because it is pushing up off of moving averages and right off the 9, pushed up right off the 9. So I love that. It's got a gap to fill. You sort of have this double bottom pattern. So it's got room up to the bottom of the gap around $47 and then the top of the gap around $52. So this has some really nice potential to move over the next however long it takes, but I like it. Double bottom with gap to fill on daily. Watch for resistance resistance around, I don't remember, bottom and top of gap. Don't remember the exact prices right now, so I'm not going to guess that. And then we have Twitter, TWTR. Again, has this gap to fill, prices trading inside the gap. It's pushing up off of moving averages, and it's going to have resistance at that 200 SMA. So that's about a potential $4 move that this could make, which I really like. Price trading inside gap. Look for gap fill. I'll say possible because even though all gaps must fill, sometimes things like to go against me. Look for possible gap fill with resistance around 36 something. 36.75. So remember it was like more than $4 or... Okay, so that is going to be our watch list for tomorrow. You can come right over here to our day trade and our swing trade watch list to get those lists. If you are a member, then you can come right over here and get all those alerts that I just made for you guys. If you are not a member, then you can just come right over here to our subscribe button. We have our monthly, our yearly. We do a 14-day free trial on our monthly, and you can always upgrade to the yearly if you decide that you want to do that. So we've got all kinds of stuff. So just come over here, check it out, and see what we have to offer. I know today and every Tuesday for the next few weeks, I will be streaming in the trade room, and we talk support, resistance, patterns, stocks, options, penny stocks, higher price stocks, all kinds of stuff. So it's a great place to come and learn. We also have our courses over here, so you can take our free courses if you sign up for those, and it's just a great community to be a part of. You'll learn a lot, and you can see somebody's even streaming in our day trade room right now. So I will be downloading this recording, and I will be putting that up for our members. They can come right over here and do the streaming replay section, and then you can watch any of the replays from any of the streams that happened all day long. So if you missed something or if you found something you really loved and you wanted to watch it again, all right here for you. So we hope to see you come and sign up and join, and I will see y'all later.